Is new construction right for you in Las Vegas? Have you been thinking about what community or what builder you want to go with? Today, Mike and I are going to show you 5 new communities here in Las Vegas and see if they're right for you.
All right, guys, today what Justin and I want to do is we want to go over some of our top picks for new construction communities. And we're looking at the price point between $400,000 and $600,000. That tends to be a price point that we see a lot, particularly for people moving here from out of state. So we wanted to bring you some of these communities, and we're going to talk about what types of homes they're selling. We're going to talk about the location and what sorts of shopping and dining opportunities you're going to have near these communities. And we're going to talk a little bit about the builders and the types of homes that they're building in these communities, and just try to give you the most amount of information we can so that if you are thinking about new construction, you have a good jumping off place that you can start looking. And when you do call Justin and I to help you find that home, you're really narrowed in on what it is that you're looking for. That way we can move quickly. We can help you get an offer in that's going to help you find the right home for you and your family at the right price.
Yeah, absolutely. Today we're going to start with one of my favorite areas in Las Vegas, the Southwest. I live in the Southwest, and this community is down near Southern Highlands, the 89141 area. That's the zip code if you weren't sure. And this community is called Cambria Bay. Cambria Bay is a D.R. Horton construction. Mike and I have both sold D.R. Horton. We're fans of D.R. Horton, and D.R. Horton is always running different incentives and specials. I don't really want to throw out any numbers right now because they change so often. You might be viewing this 90 days from now, and then the incentives are different. But usually there's some sort of rate buy down or discounts when it comes to financing if you use their preferred lenders. There's all sorts of different things that D.R. Horton offers, plus it's quality construction, and they have great floor plans. Cambria Bay is going to be in that $400,000 to $600,000 range. It looks like things are going to be right around $480,000 and up to about $580,000.
Yeah, I think about $450,000 to $500,000 is the sweet spot for Cambria Bay. So
okay, so and then you're looking at 3 and 4 bedroom homes. They're all going to be 2-story. They're not going to be on huge lots. This is a smaller community. There's not a lot of homes left actually in this community. There's under 10 homes available left in this community, but it is a really nice community. With D.R. Horton, you're going to get the stainless steel appliances. You're going to get quartz or granite countertops. You're going to get the oversized cabinetry and upgraded flooring in almost all of their units. So those are some of the great benefits about buying D.R. Horton. And then when you're down in this area, the 89141 or the southwest part of town, you're really close to some really nice shopping. You've got Town Square just minutes away.
Yep.
And that has some of the best restaurants we've eaten at, including one of Mike's favorites.
Yeah, Sicky's, great burger place.
Check out our best burgers in town if you want to know more about Sicky's. And we will be getting you that video on Town Square soon. We just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah,
we've been busy.
We have been quite busy. But yeah, you've got Town Square nearby, and of course you've also got the Southern Outlet Mall down there in that same area. Mm-hmm. And then you also have all of the shopping that you have off of the 215 over there, so you're going to be nearby the Durango Station and the Uncommons, and the large shopping center right there off of 215 and Buffalo, I believe it is.
Rainbow Crossing, yeah.
Rainbow Crossing. So you've got you've got the Sam's Club and the Super Walmart and the Best Buy and Los Cucos, one of my favorite Mexican restaurants in town. Nevada Chicken Cafes. Justin introduced me to that place. It's really great. So lots of shopping and dining options in the Southwest. Check out our Southwest video, and we're going to actually be updating some of our neighborhood videos here soon. So you'll see, as we get a chance to get out and explore what new shopping opportunities have opened up and what new dining opportunities have opened up. Not just that, but quite frankly, we're a little better at making videos than we were a year ago. So, our production quality should go up a little bit. But Cambria Bay is a great option. Now, you're not going to have a lot of amenities in the community itself. D.R. Horton communities, they don't typically have big clubhouses. They don't typically have big community pools and that sort of thing.
They're not really building master planned communities.
They are not. But they also tend to have really, really affordable HOA fees.
Yes.
So typically, less than $200, around $100 is oftentimes the HOA fee that we see in those areas. So You know, there's a lot to be said about Cambria Bay, particularly with that price point of 450 to 480. And you're looking at 3 and 4 bedroom homes, 2 baths, 2.5 baths. So good size homes. And Justin already mentioned it once, D.R. Horton, I really like their floor plans.
Yeah, they have great floor plans. And again, these are going to be in that, 17 to 1900 square foot range. What I do also, another thing I really love about D.R. Horton is that they've added smart technology throughout the home.
They are
All of their homes have that.
They are very good about adding smart technology to the home. So especially with thermostats, which is a key money-saving feature here in Las Vegas, where of course we have the, really brutally hot summers, and so your AC is going to be running a lot. Those energy-efficient thermostats that make adjustments based on who's in the house and how much activity is going on, they can really help keep that electric bill down.
Yeah, absolutely. So the next community that we're going to talk about, again, is down in the southwest. This is just a little bit farther north. You're going to get closer to Mountain's Edge in this area. And this community is called Elliston. And this is a KB Homes planned community. Now this one is gated, and they're planning on building a park.
That's nice.
So now this one does have a few more options. Do you want to talk about some more options that this one's going to have?
Yeah, so you're going to have more options when it comes to square footage with these homes. They're going to start at 1590 and they're going to go up to 2469. So a broader array of options when it comes to square footage. You're also going to have, whereas the last one had 3 and 4 bedrooms, this community is going to go 3 to 5 bedrooms and 2 to 4 bathrooms.
Nice.
So larger homes, still going to be all 2-story homes, still going to be on relatively small lots compared to, say, something up in Lone Mountain where you could get a house on a half an acre.
Yeah.
Right? These are tract homes.
Yeah.
So you're going to get that kind of tract home experience, but you're also going to pay that tract home price.
Yes.
So you're going to get a lot of house for your money in a gated community in an up and coming part of town with, again, all of the same things that we just talked about with Cambria Bay are going to still be applicable when we talk about Elliston. So you're going to be relatively close to the airport. You're going to be relatively close to Town Square and to the Southern Outlet Mall and to the Durango Station. And all of those shopping and dining opportunities are going to remain the same. And, obviously, nobody knows what the market's going to do. And we can't, as real estate agents, we can't make promises about gains in equity or gains in property values. However, what the trends tell us is that the homes in that area are trending upwards.
Yes.
So the chances that anything that you buy down there is going to increase in value over time, I would say are pretty high. Buyer beware as always. Like I said, we can't promise anything, nor would we want to. But by the past trends that we're seeing, the property values in that part of town, and across the valley really are increasing. So
yeah. And, just being a few miles north of the last community that we spoke about, it does put you a little bit closer to a few more options for you. So you're going to be a lot closer to Red Rock. So if you wanted to go to the national park and really explore the beauty of Red Rock, the hiking and the biking trails, you will be closer to Durango Station. There are so many different parks and recreation activities out there. There's a huge water park up there. There's an aqua facility. There's so many different things that you can take advantage of, especially in the hotter months. A water park is amazing.
Yeah.
And then if you like to hike or if you just like to explore, Red Rock Canyon is beautiful, and you're going to be just minutes away from there as well.
Yeah, and if it matters to you, if you're somebody who, say, works in hospitality, particularly if you work on the Strip, you're going to be relatively close to the Strip, so your daily commute is going to be quite a bit easier than, say, if you live up where I do up here in the Northwest.
And KB Homes, again, a national builder, very well known, solid builder. They're going to have a lot of smart home technology. You're looking at the same stainless steel appliance packages for the most part. You're going to see, the nice upgraded flooring, and they do have some pretty good floor plans. This particular community, I believe, if you don't mind me looking, I believe this community has 5 different floor plans. So there's going to be options. These are all going to be 2-story homes. That's really the trend, especially in the Southwest. If you're interested in single-story homes, we have that covered later in our video.
And I believe that there is a decent amount of availability in the community. I know right now at this moment they are building 5 new homes, and I believe they do have some standing inventory on the market.
Absolutely.
So, all right.
If Elliston is something that you're interested in, definitely reach out to the Moody Olson team. All you got to do is comment down below. Our number and our emails are also in the information section of this video. Feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to have a conversation with you.
Yeah, absolutely. And We really like working with new construction. So if new construction is something that you're thinking about, a lot of agents don't necessarily focus on new construction. They're more in the resale market. But Justin and I have cultivated relationships with a lot of the sales representatives from the new construction companies here in Las Vegas. So we have the ability to pick up the phone, get on the horn with the sales reps, find out what the inventory is, maybe find things that aren't necessarily represented on the MLS or on the internet, and help you find exactly what it is that you're looking for. So be sure to give us a call here if new construction is something you're looking for. And of course, we can always help you with resale as well.
Absolutely.
So, all right, Justin, what do we got next?
So now we're going to move a little bit farther north. We're going to talk about the Northwest, or more specifically, almost Mike's neighborhood, the Lone Mountain area. Lone Mountain is just going to be just north of Summerlin, but south of Centennial. Great communities in the Lone Mountain area, especially if you like the outdoors, if you like a little bit of space from your neighbors. Lone Mountain is a great area, and we want to talk about Palladino by Lennar.
Yeah, absolutely. So this community it's a relatively small community up here in the Northwest in Lone Mountain, like Justin said. And the homes in this community are going for from $560 up to $580. So it's a relatively narrow price range because they're only making a couple of different floor plans. And these are going to be 4 and 5 bedroom homes with 4 bathrooms, 2-car garages, running between 2,400 and just shy of 2,800 square feet. So good size homes.
Yes, and again, 2-story.
Yep.
And again, we talk about the location, we talk about Lennar. Lennar is again, one of those national builders, pretty well known, a higher end builder. So you're going to see some higher end finishes in these homes. And for that price point, that's always appreciated. So if you like a little bit of a shinier, a higher end finish, Lennar might be the right choice for you. And again, if you're an outdoors enthusiast, Lone Mountain area, you can hike Lone Mountain. There are so many huge parks. I know there's a skate park up there. You have Durango Hills Golf Course right on the corner, which we've played and we enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's an executive course.
Yeah, so if you're short on time but you want to get around in, definitely want to think about Durango Hills Golf Course. We should do a video on some of the executives.
We should do a video on that, which is just a great reason for us to spend company money playing golf.
I agree.
But to build on what Justin was saying, the outdoor opportunities in Lone Mountain really are limitless. There are so many fantastic parks, and then of course Lone Mountain itself. Not just Durango Hills Executive Golf Course, but you're relatively nearby to Angel Park. You're relatively nearby to the golf courses in the Sun City Summerlin area. Yeah. Of course, you have TPC Summerlin and TPC Las Vegas. So there's all sorts of golfing opportunities if that's your thing. There's plenty of hiking opportunities and cycling opportunities if that's your thing. And of course, we've told you before about Lone Mountain and how it has a lot more character than, say, some of the newer areas because of the fact that you have a lot of custom homes in the area. You have a lot of homes built on really large lots.
Right.
So even if you don't necessarily live in a custom home, say you decide to purchase one of these Palladino homes by Lennar, you still get to be in an area where you're surrounded by other large lots with custom homes, and so it just adds a little bit of variety to the neighborhood that you live in, as opposed to some of these communities that are newer where you have a lot more sameness.
Yeah. And there are trade-offs because you're in a community like that where you're going to be dealing with a lot of homes with larger lots and it has more of a rural feel. So if that's what you like, Lone Mountain might be the perfect area for you. But that trade-off is there is a lack of shopping and restaurants in that area, but you do have very easy access to the 215 that's going to get you to all the shopping and all the dining that you want and entertainment within just a few minutes.
So depending on what you're looking for, if you're just looking for groceries and day-to-day shopping, kind of head down to Durango.
Yeah.
And there's an Albertsons and there's a Smiths and there's a shopping center with your typical Kohl's and Ross and that sort of thing. And that's going to be around the Durango Cheyenne or Durango Lake Mead intersections, quite a bit of day-to-day shopping. But if you're looking for more like shopping mall type shopping, you're going to want to head down to downtown Summerlin. If you're looking for better dining, same thing. Really, Summerlin's going to be the answer for most of your shopping and dining needs if you live in the Lone Mountain area. Either that, or you could head up here to Centennial Hills, and we have the Centennial Shopping Center that we've told you about before. So Lone Mountain itself, not a lot of shopping options, but between Summerlin and Centennial Hills, you have a lot of options within 10 to 15 minutes. So really easily accessible.
Yeah. And it's strange is that Lone Mountain area is really kind of a rural paradise in between two more suburban and higher end neighborhoods with shopping and dining. So you can really get the best of both worlds if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, it's a great description.
So now we're in Henderson and we're going to talk about River Mountain Trails. So we're going to go back and we want to talk about some more KB build. KB is building this great community out near Lake Las Vegas. It's called River Mountain Trails. These homes will be anywhere from about 1,600 square feet to about 2,300 square feet. So this community is going to be all single story homes. So if that's what you're looking for, a single story home, then this might be the perfect area. I love Lake Las Vegas. If you've watched any of our videos where we talk about Lake Las Vegas, it's one of my favorite places to be in town. My favorite restaurants and some of the activities that I enjoy doing are all out there. As a matter of fact, we have a client that is getting ready to purchase a home out in Cadence, which is right next to Las Vegas and just minutes from this community. It's just a really nice area, and they're just building so many different shops and restaurants. Everything you need is going to be out there, and this is considered East Henderson. Mm-hmm. You're minutes away from Lake Mead.
Yep.
So you really have a lot of options out there, and it gets you away from the hustle and bustle of Las Vegas if that's what you're looking for. So what else does this community have to offer, Mike?
You know, one of the great things I like about this community is the fact that it is all single-story homes. It seems like the two-story homes really have come to dominate the Las Vegas housing market, and there's nothing wrong with them. I own a two-story home, but I do know that, for instance, me personally, when I go to purchase my next home, I'm really looking towards purchasing a single-story home, just because I enjoy that kind of design of home that I grew up in, where I grew up in a single-story home. You know, two-story homes were for rich people.
I thought it was because Stasha doesn't like stairs.
Stasha does not like stairs. This is a very true statement. The homes in this community are going to run you between about $450 and $540.
Okay.
So a pretty decent price point for these. Like Justin said, 1,650 up to almost 2,500 square feet. That's a pretty decent price for that square amount of square footage. And you're looking at 3 and 4 bedrooms with 2 to 3 bathrooms, 2 car garages all around. Some of these homes are going to have RV parking, which is a really nice addition. You don't necessarily see that in a lot of new construction.
Yeah.
So that is a nice...
Which tells me that there are going to be bigger lots available.
And they're definitely going to be bigger lots. Yeah, absolutely. And the community out there, it's going to be a lot different than, say, the Southwest.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so your shopping and dining options are going to be significantly different. For dining, I'm going to point you towards Lake Las Vegas.
Lake Las Vegas,
Right.
Absolutely. But you know what? You have Water Street, maybe 10 minutes away.
Water Street is one of our favorite places. Justin and I did a video on that a while back. We'll have to go back and update that just because I want an excuse to go back to Water Street.
Yeah. So you have a lot of dining options. They're just not going to be walkable necessarily.
Right.
But this is a highly rated biking community.
Yes.
So if you like to ride your bike, it's definitely doable there.
Yeah, and they are planning to build a park in this community as well, so there will be some green space in the community itself. And then, of course, being out near Lake Las Vegas and near Lake Mead, you're going to have access to all the hiking trails, to all the cycling trails, and all the outdoor adventure that those locations bring. And then when it comes to nightlife, you know, like we said, Water Street, Green Valley Ranch is just down the road. Yeah. Whatever nightlife options that you fancy there in Lake Las Vegas are going to be available to you as well. There. And when it comes to shopping, you know, there's no shortage of shopping in Henderson. So you may have to drive 10 minutes or so, but you'll be able to find anything you need within a relatively short distance.
I mean, you have the Galleria Mall that's going to be about 10 to 15 minutes away. Again, Las Vegas doesn't have a lot of indoor malls.
Right.
And the Galleria Mall is one of the bigger ones and one of the nicer ones that's not on the Strip. And of course, being a mall, it's going to be surrounded by some great dining options, both casual, high-end, and quick serve. So just depending on what your mood is that day, it's gonna be close.
So if you are somebody who enjoys gaming, Green Valley Ranch, Sunset Station, you have plenty of options relatively nearby.
Yep. So the next community that we're gonna go to is in North Las Vegas, which we don't talk about enough, but we should. The next community that we're gonna talk about is way up there in the Northwest.
Yeah, even further northwest than where I live.
Yeah. So you're getting a little bit farther from the city, from the town center, from the airport, from the Strip. So if you're looking for more of that community feeling, being away from the hustle and bustle, then this area is going to be the perfect place for you. So we're going to talk about Eaglepointe. This is a Century community. Century's becoming one of the biggest builders in the Las Vegas Valley and Henderson as well. You can't go, more than a mile or two without seeing a Century community sign. and they're building some great floor plans. This community is going to be 2-story floor plans ranging from about 2,100 square feet up to about 2,400 square feet. And again, we're talking about the far northwest. And since Mike is a resident of the Northwest, I'll let him talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So this community is going to be part of Sky Canyon, and we have done a Sky Canyon video before, so make sure you check that out if this community is something that interests you. And we really go in depth about all of the things that Sky Canyon has to offer. But just to touch on some of those things very quickly. First of all, Sky Canyon is a master planned community with an absolutely fantastic community center that has tons of amenities, including a great fitness center, a cafe. They have multiple pools, and I want to say they have like a kiddie pool and a splash pad. They have soccer fields and all sorts of great amenities there at the community center.
They have a Bob's Big Boy.
They do. That's not at the community center.
Do you need anything else other than a Bob's Big Boy?
So, speaking of the Bob's Big Boy, just down the road from the community center, and I do mean just a couple of blocks, is the Sky Canyon Marketplace. And that's going to have a very nice Smith's supermarket, very upscale, very bougie. In addition to that, you're going to have plenty of dining options in there, along with several fast casual options. There's a pub, a great little breakfast spot called the Omelet Cafe. So lots and lots of dining options right there in Sky Canyon. If you need additional shopping beyond the grocery store, it's relatively nearby, just south of there, either in Centennial Hills or off of Durango, right there north of the 215. You have that whole strip right there near the Centennial Hills Hospital, where you have all the shopping options you could need right there, relatively easy access from the Sky Canyon area. So yeah, shopping and dining, you're well covered. If you're looking for gaming, of course, we have the Santa Fe station right here, or you can jump on the 215, and depending on which direction you go, you're either gonna run down to the Aliante, or what I would prefer, you're gonna head south, go down to the Red Rock, and then you have access, of course, to downtown Summerlin and the Las Vegas ballpark, and all of the great options right there at the Red Rock Casino. So it's a great location, particularly if you want to get away from the hustle and bustle of Vegas. You know, I tell people all the time, living up here in Centennial Hills, which we're not even quite as far removed as Sky Canyon would be, but it really feels like just a traditional suburb that you would find in any major metropolitan city. It doesn't really feel like Las Vegas. So if you're looking for a refuge from that, you know, 24/7 tourist vibe that Las Vegas has to offer in a lot of parts of town, Sky Canyon's going to provide that for you. And these homes, like Justin was saying, are absolutely fantastic.
Century does a really good job on their quartzite countertops. They always have the extra large upper cabinets. Their islands are usually very generous. Their flooring is usually very, very upgraded flooring. It's either going to be a really nice tile flooring, like the long tiles, or it's going to be that luxury vinyl plank. And then their appliances are always going to be, now anyway, they're all smart appliances, stainless steel package, and decent size bedrooms.
Yes.
Every Century home that I've gone to, it's always had really good sized bedrooms. So their floor plans are very well thought out and usually pretty open. Another thing that I like about this area is, we didn't even really talk about it, is that you're less than 10 minutes from the turnoff to head to Mount Charleston and Kyle Canyon.
Yeah, very close to Mount Charleston and all of the outdoor activities that that location has to offer. So if you are somebody who enjoys the outdoors, much like the community that we told you about in Lone Mountain, this would be another great choice for you. Another thing that you should keep in mind for this community is, if you are somebody who is either stationed at Creech Air Force Base or Nellis Air Force Base, this is going to be a great community for you because it's a relatively easy commute to either of those locations. And again, you're going to have all of the things that you need for day-to-day life right there in your community. So just a great option, especially if you're looking for that 3 to 4 bedroom and your budget's right around $500,000 to $550,000. You know, that's the sweet spot right there. So guys, if you are looking to purchase a home here in the Las Vegas Valley, make sure that you reach out to Justin and I here at the Moody Olson team. We can help you find the best home for your money and make sure that the transaction goes just as smoothly as absolutely possible. If you need lending help, reach out to our partners, Steve Schauer and Linda Vo, down at Security National Mortgage. They're the best in town. They can help you find out what it is you qualify for. They can help you find out what sort of rate you're going to get. And if you're not quite there where you need to be to purchase that home, they can give you the roadmap. They can help you get from where you are right now to where you need to be. Once you do get there, reach out to Justin and I. Let us help you find that perfect home. We will work as hard as we possibly can to get you the most house that we can for the least amount of money. We're going to take care of all the details for you. We want to make the process just as smooth as it can possibly be. If you're looking to sell your home, reach out to us as well. We love listings here at the Moody Olson team, and we have a lot of tools in our kit bag that we bring to bear. So we're going to bring professional photography, videography, drone video. We're going to feature your home on our YouTube channel. We're going to plaster it all over social media. We are going to get the word out about your home so that we can get you the most money in the least amount of time possible. Remember guys, like and subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified when we put out new videos. We do 2 every week of the best real estate and locals knowledge for the Las Vegas Valley. And until next time, I'm Mike.
I'm Justin.
And we're out of here.